Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City, past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of City stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Welcome to another edition of the Matchday programme watch for the season 2021/2022. And today we're going to go back to the 25th of September 2021. A big game, wasn't it? A very big game. Of course, we're going to have a talk about this programme. Obviously, the result went well for us, a good 1-0 thrashing. That's what it was mainly. I mean, 1-0 certainly credited perhaps Chelsea more than they deserve. But yeah, we're going to have a look through the programme watch today. We've done a couple so far this season. We've done Spurs, of course. They got a little score at the end of 6.5 out of 10. And then we did Leicester, which I think is up there on the wall there. Yeah, they got 7.5 out of 10. So at the moment, that was a cracking little programme as well. I've been a bit mean with the scores to give me a chance to improve if stuff comes about that's a little bit better. So currently, after two programmes, Leicester City head the table for this 21-22 matchday programme watch. So on to Chelsea. Let's have a look. I've got 84 pages in this little programme today. 17 pages, approximately 17 or 18 pages of sort of ads and promos, kit selling and all that sort of thing, which is pretty good. That's just about 20%. That's quite towards the low end. So obviously we've got loads of content, haven't we? Oh, well, we'll see anyway. But yeah, £3.50, which is standard. As I think what was great about the Leicester programme was it was only costing £3, so that was fantastic. A quick flick through, which I do have with these programmes, a little bit uninspiring. The print looks a bit not faded, but I mean, someone with my poor eyesight struggling a little bit with some of the print, and it is a little bit small at times. So I wasn't overly impressed. It's got one of those, obviously, these things where you sort of open it out and it's hard to press. You have to really press it down to get. And obviously, when you're taking images, which I've done for this vlog, it's hard to press down and get a nice flat surface to take an image of. I suppose that's the idea. I suppose you're not allowed to. I suppose you're not allowed to copyright, but I'm sure it's a promotion thing, so I'm sure there's no sort of comeback for that. But it would be nice, and if there was an image in here, if you do buy copies like I do, I used to buy 1 or 2 spare copies when my lids were little kids even were little little lids. Yeah, they probably are lids, aren't they? And if you wanted to take a little picture out or something, stick it on the wall. I mean, it was a lot easier in the old days with the staples. A couple of clubs still do it with staples, of course. But yeah, it gets a bit harder with sort of binding cover. Right, let's have a quick look through the magazine itself. The programme magazine, yeah, I think we could call it that, can't we? Yeah, Tuchel and Azpilicueta get a little page each. Nothing mind-blowing as you'd expect from the sort of little content from the manager and the captain, if you like. And Pat Nevin does a little bit more of an interesting piece, as he looks more as a journalist point of view. Obviously, he's got Chelsea links, as we know, but he gives more a journalistic view of City and Chelsea, and that was okay. That was quite a good read. I enjoyed that. And then you get immediately onto the City stuff, which isn't brilliant. I mean, the pen pictures is pen pictures, isn't it? And little bits of facts about each player, etc. There's a couple of old pictures on one of the pages of an old programme and going back in time, and of course, you do get them as little pen picks, about 4 pages. Then you get a little bit of history. You get a past match. It's called On Rewind. A Chelsea win, of course, which these programmes tend to do. They put win to say I'm not averse to seeing the fact that Chelsea might have gone to Main Road and got battered. But yeah, it is the way of these programmes. They're going to promote their own team, of course. Yeah, and it was a Main Road win for Chelsea back in May '84. I was at that one. There's a couple of pages. Nevin's actually playing. The guy who wrote an article earlier in the magazine is actually playing in that one. And I watched that, and it was live on the Beeb as well, which was very rare in those days for league matches to be on TV. So, and it's one of those things where when City used to play on TV, we more or less got beat, didn't we, in those early days of television? We didn't exactly get fans clamouring to support our cause by being on telly and winning games. No, we sort of, another way we shot ourselves in the foot over the years. So, as I say, so that was on telly, but it obviously didn't stop me going and watching the guys, but a 2-0 win for Chelsea at the time. There's an All for One interview, it's called, where they just pick out a player. And again, that's Azpilicueta. He features 2 or 3 times in this magazine. And there's 7 pages talking about things in general, nothing outstanding. I had a quick read through, a quick look at the questions asked. There's nothing mind-blowing or interesting, that let's ask him this question, or what did he, we don't really find out that much. It's just general stuff. A small quiz, there's a word search and something else, but again, a bit disappointing in a way. And all through this season, I think they're looking back at the season 2011-2012. I think at the time when they won the first, is that the first Champions League final they took part in that season as well? So a little look back at that season. So obviously they look at nothing specific to City. It's just Chelsea. It's a Chelsea programme at the end of the day. But that's okay if you want to look at a bit of recent history. As I say, it's only going back 9 years or so. And a good one, actually, is a good look at Chelsea key players over the years, and it includes John Terry, City legend Frank Lampard, Cech, Azpilicueta and Drogba. So that's a nice little piece. I say just like a paragraph on each player and what he did at Chelsea, the key players over the recent history again, if you like. Rising Icons is a nice one, or Icons, that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? A good piece, and it's covering Chelsea's youth products that have gone on to better things, not necessarily at Chelsea. They could have gone on to better things at other clubs as well and done various things in the senior careers and management as well. And it's quite good because they've got Terry Venables, who obviously did play for Chelsea and obviously managed England amongst other things. And there's a nice little piece on him in this, which was quite interesting if you like your football stuff, general football stuff. Not so much the next section. It was a little bit about, I can say, I used to like Bedell and Skinner, was it, in the old days? And obviously there's a piece on the Bedell brothers, obviously, David and Ivor, who have been supporting for Chelsea through thick and thin, and it talks about things like most of us fans would talk about in the old day, obviously the old days of Chelsea with the shed and where they sat and all this sort of thing, up to now, which is nice in a football fan sort of way. Obviously, I say I'm okay. I don't mind him. I've always found him okay when I used to watch Bedell and Skinner back in the day. I mean, I always enjoyed that programme, I must admit. But it's not a bad little article of obviously celebrity fans, if you like, and obviously it's good to sort of read about his brother as well, Ivor, which obviously I for one didn't know much about. I'm sure Ivor one, I for one didn't know much about until I read this little piece. There's the usual stuff, obviously, on the EDS in the academy and the women's team, which is just a normal feature now with the clubs that have got women's teams. And some facts and stats, just all about Chelsea towards the end with the match statistics and various images, etc. So that was it. So overall, a little bit disappointing compared to perhaps certainly with Leicester City's programme. I think the favourites in this were probably the Bedell stuff. I quite like that. And obviously the Terry Venables thing, I quite like that as well. So there's a couple of good, interesting articles. As they want to know about Chelsea 2011-12 season. There's a bit on that. But I don't think there's enough in here to worry our current leaders on 7.5 out of 10, which of course are Leicester City at the moment. So I'm going to give it the same. I had a quick scan through the Spurs programme again. And with these things, you tend to forget. I mean, it's only a couple of weeks ago I did that, but you tend to forget the content. So I just had a quick browse through the Spurs one, and it's similar to that Spurs programme. So I'm going to give it the exact same mark as I give Spurs. So I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. But I am going to push this to the bottom. I'm going to say Spurs slightly better. So at the moment in the League of Three, which is what it is, Leicester top, Spurs second, and this Chelsea programme third. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you're a keen programme collector. There's a couple of you out there who enjoy these programmes. It's not everyone's cup of tea, of course it isn't, but I try and bring a little bit of information as well as just blandly reading out what's in the programme. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you do anyway, because I like to do these things, and I get enough views. Gives us a thumbs up. I get enough views to warrant doing it, but obviously it's not the most watch videos I do, but I enjoy doing it. And if you enjoy it, please leave us a little comment. That'd be great. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So I know you're out there and you enjoy what I try to do with all my little vlogs and little magazines on City, which is what I want this to be, a sort of video magazine, if you like, as opposed to a hands-on magazine, which I would still love at City, but we don't get that now, do we? But join me again next time, when we'll be able to, obviously, we do all the home games. Don't forget, we do a version of the Matchday programme watch, but obviously we have a look through the City home programmes, plus the magazine watch, which is a digital magazine, of course. But so join me for those. Please seek those out. They'll be on the links, the ones I've done already. So please join me for them. And of course, please join me for the next one, for the next Matchday programme watch, which will feature, I won't be able to go, no chance of getting a ticket for this one, but we'll feature, of course, the Liverpool game at Anfield. So we'll have a look at their programme and see how it stands up this season to other teams, including our own. It's nice to have ours back into it after a year of digital ones, but there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. What we're going to do the rest of the day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Citizen channel. Or if you get a chance, please have a look at my film and TV channel as well. I try and inform and entertain on there, and always put a vlog out every day, as I do at least one vlog, sometimes two, and the same with City vlogs. I always put one out and sometimes two. So please, if you could support me, that would be fantastic. So there you go. Right, till the next time, either on there or back on the Citizen channel. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.